Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines. I had an awesome comment. One about actually creating a bit of a stream from here so that we can constantly flow the water inlet over here. And I think that's an amazing idea. And I think running it down here somewhere towards the water there is probably a good idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually implement that one. I love it. I'm going to do it. Now I just need to kind of find out how we're going to do that. So if I select there and we slowly start to draw that through here. Okay. And we can actually do some waterfalls over here too. So what we're going to need to do is let's pause the game just ever so slightly. Gonna try and finish the whole thing before I actually get here. So that's okay. Let's continue to do a little bit like that. I think that is fine. It'll be almost a bit like a waterfall over there. So let's just link it up a little bit more over here so we get a bit of a more streamy like look feel going on over there. Now I probably need to get rid of pieces of road here. So if I get rid of that and I get rid of this one, so we try and run it over here. So let's get back to this. Okay, let's link a section through there and we'll try and run it around here, and I probably need to get it a little bit deeper over there just to make sure. So let me link this one over here and we'll make no there, and we'll try and make this a little bit higher. Well, I think that's okay. That's kind of be okay. So let me grab those pieces of highway again. Highway over here, of course. And now what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to say this is forcing it to be elevated. Alright, so that we can actually get the stream to go underneath. And similarly, and that's not turned. And similarly, I'm going to need to do the same thing over here. Okay, and then I'm going to use move it and we'll just turn it in there ever so slightly to try and get our shapes right. Something like that, that's pretty good. And something like that's pretty good too. So there we go. Now we've got a little bit of a bridge situation going on over there. They don't have any any pillars. So potentially that's not great actually. The way this looks doesn't really work for me. That one there is okay, and it's not a long section. So let's just grab this a little bit more. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just extend it a little bit over here. And similarly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that one. I'm going to extend it a little bit over there. Okay. Something like that. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it over here. And I'm going to bring... No, why is that? Okay, hang on. I'll have to drop that down a little. So if we page down that, yeah, that's better. Bring it a little bit closer, page it down a little bit more. That, I think, will work. And now we can actually get it to run through there. Have I moved it a little bit too much? Something like that, maybe. Let's grab this and this. And let's get that in there. We'll grab this one. We'll twist it a little bit. And now we'll get that one to do similarly. And now I think that'll actually work as a little bit of a stream. Okay, so that's it. We'll leave it be over there. We're going to have to do a similar thing over here. So let's quickly get rid of, yes, we'll get rid of a few of these. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of this section over here. There we go. So now what we'll do is we just need to make sure we extend this one. And I'm guessing what we'll do is we'll get this one to come out of over there. Oh, and there's this. Oh, yes, that over there too. Okay, so now we've got effectively free reign to do our thing a little bit over here. So let's just click it down there a little and we'll make sure to run it around here as a bit of a stream, and then we'll slowly move it up a little. But of course, it can't be too far up because we're going to need to get those edges working. Can I get rid of a section of this? Yes, I can. Now let's get back to this one. So if we do a bit of that, just to make sure. Ooh. Okay, so that's gonna probably run off of here a little as a bit of a stream. How on earth are we gonna get these to connect a little? Going to need to do a little bit of this. Okay, and now we're gonna have to start that'll actually work, and it's so if we keep doing a little bit of this, we'll keep running it up here. Oops, not quite what we had in mind. So something like that at least. Then we keep doing it this way. What is that? People! We're gonna get the people sorted out over there. Okay, so now all I want to do is make sure that we actually connect these two over here. And I believe that will be a bit of a... Actually, we probably need to get this a little bit more rapid. Like so. How about that? Now, of course, we're going to need to redo some pathways and the like. So I think that is a decent stream piece. Let's get this a little bit higher over here, though. Seems like we're going to need a little bit more height just on that edge over there. Maybe even a little bit like so. I think that'll work. Through here, let's get rid of a few of these trees. Just clear this. Excellent. So that, and yeah, I think it's going to start flowing straight away. It's going to start flowing down here straight away. So the question is really, is this fairly deep? So let's link another one in here, and we'll just give it another go up like that. We'll link another one up here, and we'll give it a bit of go over here. I think that is a sufficient one, and let's get rid of these two trees and that one, and I think that'll be a pretty decent stream that I'm hoping. Well, let's get rid of these three, get rid of a few of those over there. Will that be a decent stream? There's only one way to find out, and we will have to test it and see. But I think it will work. I think it'll work. I think it'll work. Okay, so let's put back some of our roads. So let's grab whatever road it is that we used over here. Okay, and this one will go over the top too. Yeah, good stuff. I think that's decent. Now let's get some of these pathways. So this is just like park pathways, right? Which is the city park, right? With the with this. So I'm gonna need to do a little something like that over there, and a little kind of something like this over here, and those will be, yeah, I like it. I like it. So now let's get back to normal mode, and we'll, ooh, that's not quite right. So let's grab our mover tool and we'll try and refine things a little bit. Now let's link that up. Excellent, that's gonna work. That's gonna work. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna see about twisting it just a little bit so it's a little bit more interesting. Ooh, wrong buttons, wrong buttons. Can I move that one a little closer over there, and we'll twist it a little bit more like that. I think that's going to be pretty cool. Now let's quickly do the other ones. This one was running down like so and like so and like that. That's going to be good. Let's just move it to twist things a little bit. If we do that and we then do a bit of this, that's going to look pretty funky, I think. There we go. So how's that for our new stream? Now, it could go over the edges over here. So maybe let's just before we do that, what I just want to do is let's just get a bit of higher ground going on right over here somewhere. Yep. Something like that. I think that'll be decent for us. So let's try that. Let's see if we get a bit of a waterfall effect over there. And what I also want to do is I'm going to switch the thing back on again. Excellent. So there's our stream in action. I like it. Will it go over the edges? Ooh, that's a bit much. That's a little bit steep. Is it going to go over the top here? It seems to. Let's hope it normalizes a little bit. This in this direction is not really being helpful. I think it's going to normalize. I think it may normalize. Oops, the trees are messing me up over here. So it's coming over the top there. Hopefully once the flow dies down a bit, that'll be better. Going down here, no problems. Oh, look at that. That's looking pretty good. Yeah, up here. Nice. Bit of a windy stream down there. Doing a bit of a waterfall. I like it. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Why is it stopping? I'll see about sorting that out a little bit more. That's still going. And I think it's gonna tie in here quite nicely. It's a little high in here, maybe. We'll have a look. It might be a little high. How is this? Is this kind of doing a bit of a... I think that's quite rapid. Do some rapids. And there it goes. Into the ocean, I'm guessing. So that's a bit of a stream over there, right? All the way out in there. What's happening over here? Do we still have some overflowing happening? Wow, that's pretty tough stuff that we're seeing through here. Nice, but I like it. That's quite cool. I just need to figure out how we're going to better solve this. So let's quickly grab this one. Let's get it a little bit higher up here. And also potentially what we're going to do is we're going to just move it. Bring this forward a little. Nice. I think there. I think we're starting to resolve it a little. Now this is flooded. So if I grab that one and I raise the height over here a little. And now this is flooding into this way, so let's grab here and let's get a little bit of a higher area. I don't know why I keep getting water over the top here. I think I've solved it now. Excellent. Nice. The stream is looking pretty good. It's filling in here a little bit, which is okay. I don't mind it. And then filling out of there. Nice. So there we go, guys. That's our stream in the park. People are crossing it nicely. No problems. No people drowning yet. Is this swelling up a little? Wow, that is pretty bad. Is that actually going over the top? No, it's not. But it is very close. It is really very close. And over here, I'm going to have a quick another look if we effectively pick something over here, and I'm going to try and make this even more pronounced. Nice! That's a pretty cool little stream, I must say. It's obviously costing us 320 per week, and tons of our water supply is going out of there, so effectively it's probably costing us even more. But I like it. I like it. So that is our new stream. So now we can constantly run this thing, and that'll all look and feel very nice, and so on. I like it. I like it, and it's a unique little feature over here. It'll be pretty cool to start filling in this area with some nice housing and things like that. That'll work quite well. Okay, what I also did in the meantime is I grabbed asset for some of these things. So maybe some some of these crosses. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to replace this one with a bit of a cross over there, so we can link that up. I wanted to replace this one too. So let's pause the game again. And now let me get rid of that one. Thank you very much. And we'll get rid of this one. Thank you very much. We'll go back a little on those two. Okay, just to make sure that we have some room. Then we're going to just get this basic cross going on over there. So where's that going in? Say right over there. Okay, similarly we want to squeeze this one in over here. Nice, so we'll do that. And now what we'll do is we will link these two together, and I'm hoping we can get some of our... That didn't work. Let's just get this tool. And we'll do a bit of that. We'll link these two up again, like so. And now we can actually link through here. Just a little something like that. That works. And a little little something like that. That works. So now we can actually link those all together. Now let's just have a quick look. So these, if I run these again, will they find them their own way? In fact, they will not. So let's okay, actually they do seem to find their own way. There we go. Ooh. I think that'll actually work. Okay, and if I... Ooh, that's not quite what I had in mind. So, what am I doing over here? Are these things actually linking up? Yeah, that linked up. Is this one fixing itself or not? Yep, it's fixing itself too. Though... Yes, there we go. Fixed. Fixed! I like it. This line we haven't actually built. So we'll still build that one. Oh, and this is one where it can tie into. Nice, so we'll definitely finish off that piece. There we go. So we'll finish off that one over there. So now we've got a bit of an extra metro line that's running through there. So let's quickly build it. Gonna create a new line over here. Stop it there. 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 And end it over here. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back over here. And ooh, I'm missing one. Am I? Over there and finished. So this line, I want to give it a bit of a deeper color like that. Stuff, and let's add 2 more vehicles. So there we go. Now that is a pretty good line. Ultimately, we would probably run something through here also. To be honest, maybe what we should do is we should link that one up over here. Let's do that. Let's see how that features. So how does that work? Yeah, I'm liking that. So now we can actually have people straight into the airport. So let's grab this piece. Into the airport, there we go. So eventually we could probably add another station over here in due course. But that is starting to look pretty good as a metro connection. Now the question I have is, I also had a bit of a comment saying, oh, I'm not paying enough attention to these guys over here. And I agree, I'm not. We haven't worked on this side of the river in quite a while. So I'm quite keen to maybe connect the blue line over here. Through here, with maybe one stop somewhere over here on to feed this entire area, and then maybe one stop somewhere over there, then maybe another stop over here, and then a stop somewhere over here. And I'm kind of thinking, what is the next thing we need to do? And maybe that is a bit of a stadium. So I'm kind of wondering a little bit about maybe doing the stadium over here in this corner, and that could work a fair amount. It could work quite well. How's this thing still going? Still underneath the road level? Yes, it is. Only barely. But it is working quite well now. So our new stream is looking pretty good. Over there, looking pretty good. Okay, and that is now our metro connections in there. So let's have a look how these stations look like. They're pretty basic stations though. But I'm guessing they can be pretty busy. Yeah, there we go. Metro Line 2 and Metro Line 3. That one is getting decently busy. So if we think about connecting, and what I'm wondering is whether, actually, you know what we could do? We could run one of these parallel ones and we could link both of them in here somewhere. Somewhere like that. We've got a little bit more high density over here. Do we have some form of bus station somewhere? Over there we have one, over there we have one. Got very little happening over here, very low density. We've got a little bit of high density. I don't think that's what we're going to do. Instead, I'm kind of tempted to run it like this. Yeah, 2 parallel stations like that, and we run both of these lines across, the green line and the blue line across over there, feed it in there, right? And then, well, we obviously don't need to have them run parallel. And then what I'm kind of tempted to do is run the one straight this way and leave the other one to potentially run that way. The other thing we could also do is actually tie in the green line over here. We could do with 1 or 2 metro stations on this piece. So I'm almost tempted to say, are we saying that's more a little something like this potentially? That's a little weird. Yeah, this one really I'm almost feeling needs to go into that direction. This one maybe this way. So maybe we don't need to have them come parallel over there. I mean, it's not like this is a busy area or anything like that. So let's just go back to the basics. Let's grab some of these new ones that we've got. Where do we have some connection through? Really barely. I think there's a connection through here. Though people are actually walking over the top, not at the bottom, so there aren't any connections. There's a connection at the bottom. There is no connection at the bottom over here though. So if we, yeah, regardless of where we put it, we're gonna start losing some buildings. Unless we put it somewhere over there. But that's not a good location for it. I'm thinking over here somewhere is a little better. So maybe, okay, let's do this. Let's do one over here. That's pretty decent spot. I'm gonna cover a fair bit over there if we do that. So let's do one over there. And the other one has to be over here. Okay, let's get out of here and see if we can put a little path in there. So let's grab a little bit of a path and we're gonna not have it snap at all. So if we run we run a path through there, then what we'll do is we'll plop it in there and we're going to lose this building or that building. Which one? They're equally spectacular. Not really. So we'll do that. So we'll plop it in there. So that's going to be our 2 metro stations over here. And now let's quickly extend the line, this green line. Okay, so first things first, we can quite easily, and let's get the snapping back on. No! Something like that. Okay, there we go. That's a good starting point. Now, we're going to want to do a little bit like this and find ourselves the tying point over here somewhere, right? There we go. It builds very easily. I don't know how deep they actually are, but yeah, so we tie that one in there. So there we go. Metro connection to this side. Whether that is really, I mean, we've got this one running straight through here, which is very similar in what's happening. So it might be a little bit redundant, but it's actually running in a fairly different direction. So what it's going to do is here, it's probably going to just alleviate the demand over here just a tad. Similarly, what we can do is we can run something over here. Yeah, I think that is about a good spot for it. Right over there. We can run that one through there. Okay, so we bring that one through. And then I'm suggesting we probably need a little something over here. And again, we might use the same thing to at least ensure that we're getting a good angle there on the line. That's pretty good. And it's going to connect you straight to the train over there also. So we can do that. Yeah, that's going to look pretty good. And we may end up one more over here somewhere, and maybe this one will be potentially we could do a bit of a dual parallel or something that's running, say something like, that's a little tough. Maybe this one should move to this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of that one, and I'm going to put it on this side over here. Actually, we're going to need to run it. Which one? Just standard, right? But I want to run it in the other direction. All of these are all in the wrong direction. Unless what we do is we take a bit of a cross over here and we leave so if we do that, right? And now what we'll do is we'll add one like over here, something like that. Okay, so something like that. It's not the greatest, and then we could add one more over here, and this one then absolutely has to be a parallel one instead, I think. Let's get rid of this one. Ever so quickly, we'll run the parallel lines in here. Actually, while we've got this, let's just trim those back a little bit. Okay, we'll get the parallel lines to run over here. Probably going to need to run that one back a little bit more and a little bit more. Get these ones in here. Okay, let's do that piece instead. So let's do that. We may have to redo that. Okay, so let's just grab, the mover tool. Can we go underground view, please? Yeah, the new mover is much better. So we'll try and move. That's looking okay. This one over here is a little funny, so we probably need to, that's not actually what I wanted to click on. I want to click on that. And then probably this one over here. And then what we'll do is we'll do a little something like so. So that's a little weird, but it's okay. So now we can actually tie these two together. So let's get back to this. And we'll get a single station somewhere over here. So let's just grab one of these stock standard ones. Fairly central is what I'm after. Hopefully with a bit of a connection to the other side of the road. Or are we suggesting it should rather be over here somewhere? Or actually much more central, like over there. Yeah, maybe over here on the main road. Yeah. So if we do say something like that, that is very central. And now what we'll do is we'll tie these two together. So we'll get this one to start its journey over here. Like so, and like so, and that's not the greatest. We'll get this one to go like there and like there. That's okay. So there we go. We'll get this one to go like that and like that. And then we'll get that one to do like so. And what we'll do is we will just tie these to, ooh, that's not good. Let's just get that one. This is going to work much better over here. Excellent. So there we go. Got those in place. So ultimately this one can still, we can still have something run through there eventually. But I think that is going to do pretty well and be the end of this episode. And we will continue in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me what you think about it and about the new stream. Okay, bye-bye.